Hello everybody, and welcome to the world of Forest Floor. Forest Floor is a strategic card game where you'll be building your own ecosystem. It is not just a peaceful garden, it is a competitive challenge fighting over resources, where you need to outsmart your opponents and prove that you are the most cunning cultivator. In this video, we're going to be walking through the basics of how to play, so you can get started on experiencing the thoughtful gameplay of Forest Floor.
Forest Floor features two major types of cards: core plants and exotics. Core plants comprise of vines, trees, moss, ferns, and flowers, and are essential for achieving victory. Core plants also have their own unique symbols located in the corner of the cards. They're also in the bottom and have their own unique color. Exotic cards offer powerful plant or mulch abilities, indicated by the symbols on the top left-hand corner of the cards. Unlike core plants, which are brightly covered and have unique symbols, exotics are all grey and share a single symbol. While they provide potent effects, exotic plants do not contribute to your win condition. They offer flexibility in the form of strategic disruption and powerful plays. Let's talk about game setup. At the beginning of the game, we'll give each player a mulch token. And then the player who most recently touched a plant will be given the plant token. Mulch tokens will start face down. The deck is then placed within reach of all players, shuffled, and each player will draw 5 cards. When a player receives the plant token from another player, they will then flip both of their tokens to the active side. However, the first player will not receive the plant token from another player until the end of the first round, so they will be left without a mulch action for the first round. At the beginning of your turn, when you receive the plant token, you draw 1 card. After your draw, you enter your plant phase. During the plant phase, you have 2 actions which you can take. The first is to plant a card. To plant a card, simply flip your plant token face down and plant any card with the plant symbol face up into the playing field, and then you have planted a card. The other option you can do during your plant phase is to germinate. To germinate, pick one of the actions you do not wish to use this turn. This may be because you do not have any mulch cards or any plant cards to use. Instead, you can flip one of these tokens face down and turn it sideways in order to draw an extra card at the end of your turn. This allows you to get some useful advantage out of actions you may not be using. You can do both of these actions in your plant phase. Plant 1 card from your hand, and then germinate with your other action. Regardless of what actions were taken during the plant phase, as soon as one action has been performed, the plant phase will end and the mulch phase will begin. The mulch phase will begin before the effect of the plant happens. So as an example, I have planted a fern and I have the ability to draw 1 card. However, before that takes place, the mulch phase will happen. Any player who has
the action to do so may flip their mulch token face down and then place a mulch card face down in front of them.
This can be done even if it is not your turn.
You do not have to do so, and it is entirely optional. When all players who wish to mulch have done so, all mulches are revealed simultaneously and resolve counterclockwise from the active player. In this example, my opponent would look at the top 2 cards of the deck, put them back in any order, put it into the discard pile. Then I would look at the top 3, put one into my hand, one on top, and one into the discard pile. Once this has happened, and if the plant that was planted this turn is still in play, their effect will activate. I will then draw 1 card. The very last thing to happen at the end of the turn will be any germinated effects. So if I would have germinated instead of mulch, I would draw a card now. Then the active player will pass their plant token to the next player in turn order. When they receive it, they will turn both of their tokens active, and then they would start their turn. The goal in Forest Floor, the way you win, is by having the most thriving ecosystem.
By achieving the core plant win conditions.
For a 2 to 3 player game, that means having 5 unique core plants. Or 4 of the same core plant. In a 4 to 5 player game, you would only need 4 unique core plants, or 3 of the same. You will need to successfully end your turn while controlling a win condition to win the game. Remember that opponents can respond to your planting of cards, and you may not have that win condition at the end of the turn. The player who best manages resources, anticipates their opponent's actions, and adapts to a changing ecosystem will emerge victorious. Ready to cultivate your own corner of the forest? Check out our Back Equipped campaign for more information. And back Forest Floor today.